All right, let's get growing. Day 3 of summer, year 2. On ImPondsible Farm, we have 33 out of 101 ponds built. It has come to my attention that 101 is not the correct number. I did warn everyone that that was a possibility. I was unaware of how far off I actually was. The real number is more like 73. I was using the list of fish for the Stardew Valley expanded mod while playing Stardew Valley vanilla. Good morning, Shadow. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy first. I guess that's something I need to implement. I'm going to add something to the list immediately. First, second, third, I'll do. First, second, third. So the fish pond it's actually closer to 73. I'm going to keep it 101. It's going to stay 101. I like the number 101. But if all we were doing, apparently I got the fish list for the expanded mod, and I was taking my numbers from that. The vanilla game is much less. It would be 73, I believe. I've gone through and changed everyone's messages. I want them to be customized, but I also want them to be short. So I've been going through. I still have a list of people to add that didn't even have auto shouts before. So I'll be working on that today as well. Good morning, Mango. Good morning. Welcome in. How's it growing? Yes, I would like nice, short and to the point auto shouts for people. So I've been working on that. Oh, and also, I never did. There we go. I want to have a daily, little daily motivational pinned comment every day. So there we go. You are enough. Remember that. It's very important. Very important. Couple more commissions to do, so mostly in the background today. Again, good for you, Shadow. Good for you. I hope the pricing is fair to yourself. I hope you've been fair with the pricing. I didn't quite feel like your requested amount was enough, and I still want to give you more. just because I don't feel like the price was enough. So I hope you work on that. I hope it goes well for you. You're very talented. Oh my goodness, another iridium. Look, they were getting them all at once. Yes, absolutely. You do need to figure it out. It is important. I think you're probably right. You are probably right, and I am probably wrong. I have gone on to Etsy and looked at the prices people charge for things, and it is way lower than I would expect. But they're just making it one time and selling it multiple times. You're commissioning a custom piece. That's very different. That's very different. I understand that there's super cheap artwork out there, but commissioning custom art is a whole different ballgame. So you've gotta figure that out to be fairly compensated. I think if you keep doing it, you may be able to make a go of it. But gotta compete with AI now. Yeah, so far, I think it's not as hard, but it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder as the AI gets better. There are whole subreddits dedicated to just finding out whether or not an image is AI. It's gotten that hard to tell. and I've been following them because it's important to follow modern technology. And over the last just year, it has changed from, oh, that is obviously AI. There's this huge thing right in front of your face. That's how you tell. To, well, you have to zoom in on these 4 pixels to see it, you know? It's gotten very good. It's gotten very hard to tell. And it's going to get worse. But in the meantime, the art is never going to be the problem for you. It's going to be the marketing part. Good morning, Lumi. Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? I was sorry to see you had issues with your stream this morning. It was really the first time that I was going to be able to sit with you for any amount of time. And of course the tech problems had to hit right then and there. Hurts sometimes makes me feel like all my effort to learning was pointless. Not pointless. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I do firmly believe that anyone who wants to do anything related to tech or online stuff is going to have to learn how to best leverage AI for their own industries. That does not mean that you have to use AI to complete the project, but at some point during the process, you probably will want to use AI for something. Excuse me. Just the stinky router probably. That's kind of what I was getting, but I will say I did get a few interruptions during Nobby's stream as well. It may not be anyone's fault. It may be the internet today. There are some world events going on which we're not going to discuss that could very well be affecting the internet. So I wouldn't put it past it that it's actually more of a worldwide phenomenon and less of a local one. I would always lean towards local. That would always be my first guess. But it is possible that it's not a local problem. Alright, we've got a couple things for inside here. We're not doing decorations because they get in the way of harvesting kegs. And I do need to get a dresser to be able to put clothing away. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Alright, let's have our coffee. And we'll do our morning chores. Excuse me, Pickles. Excuse me. I'll water the ground right next to the bowl. That'll do well. That'll do well. But yes, what I did see of your stream, Lumi, everything is looking very good. Everything is looking very good in there. Mooshake and Moolady have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. Yes, everything is looking really good. The emotes, the overlay, the PNG tuber, it's all looking really good. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, but also pace yourself. This was when I first got affiliate 3 weeks ago. It was definitely overwhelming to start with. Okay, we gotta go through. Chickadee has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Oh, that was Nugget. Lizard has been petted, and Sir Exilot has been petted. All of the animals have been petted. And we are just hoarding everything currently. Pickles did give us a sturgeon. I might want to save that just in case. What have we got going on here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So we'll swap out our coffee. fair enough. Fair enough. You want it to be your own work. That makes sense. That makes sense. If I had any talent whatsoever, I would probably want it to be my own work as well. Alright, we have... What do we have? We've got a walleye quest, 3 acorns. That's not hard. The 2 wood skips I brought with me. There we go. Now the lingcods can go up to 10. Looks like wood skip is on the menu tonight. A rainbow shell for the blobfish. That's actually not hard. We have plenty of those. That's that golden tablet. That's going to take me forever. And another golden tablet. Oh no. Oh, that's bad news. That's bad news. Excuse me, Pickles. I need 2 golden tablets now. That is very bad news indeed. But that's alright. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Alright. So, we do have a quest. Red Snapper to Haley, that's not happening. Juicy Bugs Wanted, we probably could do that. I do like that quest. That's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun quest. But without access to the mutant bug layer, it might take a little bit. I think if we do Monster Musk in the top 20 levels of the mine, we could get that done in possibly one day, to be honest. There's lots of bugs up there. Lots of bugs up there. But first priority is the fish pond. We've got to get Robin back on a fish pond. That is absolute top priority. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I am working on the auto shoutouts. I am working on them. It is at the top of my list today, so I will get that done today. How's it growing, Professor? How's it growing? I guess I'll let the animals out. There's no grass. There's never going to be grass. But they can at least have a wander in the sun. They can at least have a wander outside. Rough night chilling before I had to work. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. No, they are looking good. They're looking good. All right, Robin. Okay, who was it? I think maybe it was Banana that was asking about changing the colors on the buildings. The summer colors are always so pretty, yes. I think it was Banana. It doesn't matter, I don't think they're here. But just for anyone else, it doesn't matter which building you have selected. You can always just hit the Paint Buildings button and select a building to change the colors of. The house only becomes available to change the colors, I think, once you fully upgrade it. Alright, we'll get the fish ponds going. But yes, we do not need 101, it turns out. We do not need anywhere close to 101, but I am going to keep it at 101 just because I like that number better. The real number, I believe, is 73. I was looking at the Stardew Valley expanded fish list when I made this challenge, not the actual vanilla fish list. And that is fine. That is fine. We will be okay. We will continue the challenge. We will do the perfection. We will go up to 101. Oh, you know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten the monster musk, which is fine, because emptying the bags is not a bad idea. For anyone that is not currently subscribed, there are ads coming up in 20 seconds. Please turn your volume down. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I would rather they not blow out your eardrums. I will continue playing this as the first ad break, but you won't miss much, believe me. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Never apologize, Shannon. You are not obligated to be here. You are absolutely not obligated to be here, nor are you expected to be here. This is voluntary participation only. So I appreciate your attendance. I do. I appreciate your company. Oh, that is good. It's sweet clementine today. Shannon is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shannon. We love you. Alright, I am going to go ahead, and we're not going to get very far, but I am going to at least move around and do the things. Sweet clementine, dun dun dun. Good one, Professor, good one. I forgot that I didn't check the mail before we left. That was, Linus picked us up yesterday. So now I want our monster musk, which we do have one. We do have one. Thank you, thank you. I'll take a bow. I might want to make another monster musk. What was it? It was slime and bat wings. Slime and bat wings. Yeah, just one more for now. I know there are other crafting recipes that require slime and bat wings, so I'll leave that alone for a bit. And we'll just go with that. And we'll just go farm insects in the upper layers. At this point, we are really just waiting for the red cabbage. Once the red cabbage ripens, then the community center can be done, and then we have a lot of work ahead of us for Ginger Island after that. Alright, so the ads should be over in just 20 seconds or so. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and sip my tea a little bit. Alright, everyone should be back. Everyone should be back at this point. So now we'll throw the monster musk on. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll go buy the book from the dwarf again. 44.76. I'm curious. I don't want to give him the monster musk. I will give him a peach though. Just for the experience. It was 44.76, correct? Yes. The pain is less today. That's good news. That's always good news. 45.76. Okay, it's only 100. I don't think it's worth 4,000 gold. Excuse me. I don't think it's worth 4,000 gold. Let's put the monster musk on. And let's go slay some bugs. Let's go slay some bugs. We're just doing 5, 15, 25, and this is exactly what we're looking for. We're just looking for the grubs and the flying insects. that is it. That is it. We have no other need to be here. We don't need any Monster Hunter goals in the regular mines anymore. We are completely done with the regular mines. We're just here for Willy. And probably getting the fiber won't be a bad idea either. Shannon with the 3-stream streak, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. And we're just going to rinse and repeat 5, 15, 25. And it might, in fact, just be better to just do 15 and 25. 5 is not as good. 5 does not seem as useful. Nothing but chilled out vibes. I love it. I love it. Were there any other bugs down here? No. Ah, this is a good one though. We're just working on Willy's quest. This is not a monster eradication goal. We are basically entirely on side quests right now until the red cabbage comes in. So that is what we're doing. We're doing side quests until the red cabbage comes in, and that's not an issue. we did need to do them anyway. We want to ingratiate ourselves with the villagers here for a bit. Start getting friendships up. We are going for perfection, so we do want to start doing the quests. I was just going to say, I'm a little lost there. And every once in a while, we will get double meat from these bugs, so this shouldn't take us too terribly long, I think. Let's see how we're doing so far. 20 out of 100 so far. That's not bad at all. Like the side quests, yeah. Yep, we're gonna need perfection, so we're going to need the friendships anyway, and these quests do give friendship with the people that you complete them for. So it's always useful. It can be hard. I mean, over the course of a few years, we should be able to get friendships with everyone anyway. But there are definitely a few. Got to learn from my own run? Yes, there are definitely a few villagers that are going to be harder for me to befriend, just because they don't coincide with my pathing and my gameplay style. So we're going to have to take some extra steps for some of the villagers. But since our peaches got planted fairly early, once they get a year old, it starts to be silver quality. Once they get 2, it's gold quality. Once we start, if we get that far and we still don't have friendships with people, gold quality peaches every day is going to work pretty quickly. Ooh, a random golden animal cracker, just a random drop. That's really good. That's really good stuff. We do need to start gifting Sebastian, since Shadow actually it was pointed out that the spouse is needed for perfection just because of the star drop. So we will need to start gifting Sebastian. Words are hard. Need to start gifting Sebastian sashimi, which is not hard, of course. We have tons of sashimi ready and waiting to be made. We have lots of fish. The crab pot fish count as fish. So clams, oysters, mussels, whatever, we can just turn it into a whole stack of sashimi. And we can be married and get that star drop in no time. Sebastian. I don't remember if we ever find out what his D&D name is, or whatever that game was called. Brain did autocorrect there. Darn you, autocorrect. Darn you, internal autocorrect. I don't know if we find out what his character name is for that RPG, the tabletop RPG that we play. That's one I have a little beef with that. So you have to marry at least one or only one. At least you have to get one marriage. You have to get one spouse up to 14 hearts to get the star drop. If I'm understanding this correctly, though, you could then divorce them afterwards, and it would not harm your chances at perfection. You would have to erase their memory and get their hearts back up to maximum again after the divorce, though. Because you do need to be maximum hearts with everyone. So I think it is possible that we could end this challenge as a bachelor if we wanted to, and still achieve perfection. That is his D&D name, though. He is Sebastian. And in fact, that may just be his nickname from here on out. We could do Krobus. We could do Krobus. That wouldn't be bad. I would enjoy that, I think. I haven't done that yet. It's just that Sebi has a frog tank, so technically he's helping with your run. Yes, as far as I think he's really the only one. I hadn't really considered it before. He loves sashimi, and he has a frog, and he loves frog eggs. So I think it is probably the closest thing we can come to an appropriate spouse for the challenge. I don't think it's 100%, but it is probably the closest thing we can come to it. I'll have to check out what Krobus's loves are, and we'll compare that. We'll compare that. I'll do it here in just a second. We've got a bunch of grubs down here. Bunch of little grubbies. Alright, Wiki, here we come. Wiki, here we come. Let me just get that off of there. Okay, Krobus. Krobus loves nothing to do with fish. Nothing to do with fish. Hey, Millie, welcome in, welcome in. The slow-moving cheese is hilarious. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Alright, so Krobus does not have anything related to fish. Sebastian has sashimi and a frog egg that he loves. So I do think it's probably Sebastian. Krobus no love fish, 0 out of 10. Yeah, he's still a nice guy, though. I still love Krobus. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. But he does not love fish, so this farmer does not love him. That's just how that goes. Just woke up. Another rough night. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Professor also proclaimed a rough night. I hope we can help. I hope we can help calm you down and relax. Get you relaxed. Get the rest that we all so desperately need. And everyone we should all get in the habit. I'm going to try to get in the habit of having a pinned comment at the top of the chat. So please, if you haven't already, have a look at the pinned comment and think about it. Have a think on it. Darn you, autocorrect. Also, I need to write this down before I forget it. I have started implementing expensive redeems. So the first one I've put in there is the life advice redeem. If you want me to absolutely drop everything I'm doing and answer a life experience type question, you can use that redeem. I will be coming up with more. I'm writing one down right now. Sorry for the interruption. If anyone wants to ask about sustainable gardening or forestry, that'll be another one. That'll be another one. I will continue working on stuff every day, little by little. Eventually, it'll all be very cool, and I won't have to do everything every day. I have noticed my to-do list has been getting more manageable lately. As time goes by, I've fixed the major issues, and I'm starting to be able to work on some of the smaller things now. So that's cool. That's nice to see. Star, gonna be lurking while I do some chores. I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you, Star. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no, I touched something again. Star is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Star. We love you. Millie, just a part of the illness. It comes and goes. Okay. Are we talking, does it come and go on a cycle? So it's something you can predict, or it's just kind of random? Some days are good, some days are bad. I like things being predictable. I think everybody kind of knows that about me already. So things being unpredictable can throw a wrench in the works for sure. So that's when you have to have pre-thought out strategies. How am I going to deal with this when it does happen? At the drop of a hat, at a moment's notice. And as you all well know, my answer, take a nap. That is my at a moment's notice answer to everything. Take a nap. If I'm not at home, get home, take a nap. Random, unfortunately, wish it was a cycle. It can be fine one time. Suddenly the pain and exhaustion hit me out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. That's awful. That's very disruptive. I can completely understand how disruptive that is. But that's why I default to nap. I default to hot tea, a blanket, and a hot water bottle. Because even if, what's crazy about the hot water bottle, even if it's not even pain related, just holding a hot water bottle can be comforting. You know, it can bring comfort to just hold a hot water bottle in your arms. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I love hot water bottles. I love hot tea. I love thick blankets and thick socks. And closing my eyes for small to large periods of time, anywhere in between. I find those things to be quite comforting. Millie, I did discover yesterday that the 101 ponds is absolutely wrong. Very, very wrong. It is not 101. It is not even close. We're still going to do 101, just because I like that number better. Prefer a cold water bottle. Get more pain and heat. So cold is my friend. Oh, I'm the exact opposite. The exact opposite. That's interesting. Excuse me. That's interesting. The correct number is actually 73. When I was doing the math, apparently I used the number of fish in Stardew Valley expanded, not vanilla Stardew Valley. So I was way off, but we're still going to do 101 just because it's going to be more fun. And I've already committed to side quest perfection, so we'll just do 101. What we'll do is we'll get every fish in the game checked off the list, and then whenever we get the extended family quest from oh, I don't want to say it, from Mr. Quee, we will fill the rest of the 28 ponds with Legend 2s, and it will be massive amounts of money. Absolutely massive amounts of money. We'll get the golden clock in no time. We'll finish the perfection. It won't be a problem. We'll actually finish a lot faster this way. Just call him Mr. Queen. Yes, Queen. We'll actually finish a lot faster this way because then the last 28 ponds will not have to get up to max 10. They're a max population of 1. So whenever we put the last Legend 2 in a pond, that should probably be it. Let's put away what we need to put away. I should have dropped these inside first. Okay, we'll sell the fish. We'll drop those inside. At our horribly inconveniently placed artifact. Artifact chest. I really should move that, you know? I really should move that. You know what? I'm going to move that. I'm just going to do it. It's so horribly placed. What? Okay, so even the rug can't exist. How about that? Bye-bye rug. Oh. Okay, well then I guess we're putting the rug in front of the fireplace. Yes, I like the Mr. Queen. Whoops. Okay, there we go. There we go. All good. Now it's right inside the door. Linus picked us up last night. Put the rug in the fireplace. Hey, wouldn't that be neat? That would be neat. Alright, here we go. Morning chores time. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. We're gonna refrain from announcing the pets today because I forgot to close the doors. One of these days I will just leave them inside forever. We're not gonna need truffles after a while. There will come a time where we no longer need the truffles. Okay, and we've got this golden animal cracker. I think we put the golden animal cracker into the glacier fish next. There we go. We want to do the legendary fish first. We already got the legend and the crimson fish. Alright, here we go. We're done. This will finish out our ancient fruit additions. We now have 4 peach trees producing in the greenhouse, so things are going very well in here. Alright. So how many do we actually need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 9. But once that sweet gemberry is done. So hopefully we get a little bit lucky here and we get 9. We did not, in fact, get lucky. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll just put one more in there, and now we actually are starting to, you're kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. Okay, one more. Once we're done, once the gemberry is done, then we already have the seed for it. And from this day forth, we are just processing this ancient fruit. So we are going to want our either the house upgrade or a shed. I think we'll go with the house upgrade. We'll want that very soon. 3 acorns for the walleyes. That was yesterday, and I completely forgot. 3 driftwood for the tuna. A rainbow shell for the blobfish. I forgot to do these quests yesterday. Just entirely forgot to do it at all. These are both golden tablets, which is a problem. It's going to take quite a while to find those. Thankfully, we have time. Inventory full. Inventory full, inventory full. All right. Okay, so I'm going to throw the ancient fruit in here. That's what we're going to start processing. It's about time to make kegs and upgrade the house and just turn it into a keg empire. Just an absolute wine brewing warehouse. We might as well sell these couple things. Yeah, we'll just sell these couple things. All right. So what did we need? We needed 3 driftwood. We needed 3 acorns. Oh, what else? I can't remember. I can't remember what else. A rainbow shell. That's what it was. All right. And I know we have that. So we're doing pretty well. Those golden tablets are definitely going to be slow. The golden tablets are definitely going to be slow. Oh, the tuna wanted the driftwood. And the walleye wanted the acorns. There we go. All right, making headway, making headway. So it's just those golden tablets left. Okay, so now, oh, that's going to be easy. We can finish that. We can finish that almost immediately. I'll just leave the honey there, that's fine. Heard me chill thinking you just go for the base game fish. Nope, he's still going for the 101 ponds. That's your expectation. So look, I've got the thing up on the screen. I've promised everyone we're going to do 101 ponds. I've promised everyone we're going to do 101 ponds. Just because there's not 101 fish in the game, that's not going to hold me back. That's not going to hold me back. Don't threaten me with a good time. We're doing 101 ponds. I'm just going to put the Legend 2 into the rest of them. We'll just be making so much money. We'll do everything in the valley. You know, we're going for perfection. So, I mean, it's not necessary that we go for 100%ing the game to get perfection. But we can do the things. We can do all the valley improvements. We can do all the house improvements. We can buy everything in the game. So having a lot of money can be helpful for that. Based on the spirit of the challenge, though, this is a community center run, so we will not be allowed to do perfection waivers. There will be no perfection waivers. We are not purchasing perfection. I heard the quest ding, so I'm just gonna finish up this level, and then we'll go turn it into Willy. But yes, we will not be purchasing perfection from Joja. That will not be part of it. We might as well buy some tackle for the fishing pole. Now that we have, actually, I might as well be giving everyone peaches when I see them now. We won't be buying it. We'll have to do everything by hand, manually. And the peach giving begins. There may come a time when we start to care about favorite gifts and birthdays and such, but for now, as long as we just give peaches when we see people, that goes a long way towards having them all at max hearts. We don't have to go overboard. We don't have to save a little bit of everything just for their gifts. We can just give everyone peaches and at least be making progress. Alright, so generally speaking, for most usage, I like to do just dressed spinners. And treasure hunters. Okay, and that will net us more fish and more golden animal crackers that way. When we want to go for legendary fish, it's cork bobber, trap bobber, so that we have a larger fishing bar. Mango is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Mango. We love you. Good luck in your meetings. Good luck in your meetings. When we want to do, Nobby is rating with 7. Welcome in, Nobby. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. Oh no, didn't get the raid message. That happens all of the time. All of the time. Just scream. Just scream, Cozy. Just scream. Just do it. Ember, welcome in. Cozy, welcome in. Nobby, welcome in. Nobby, that happens to me every single day. Every single day fishes. So actually, I'm glad you guys are here. I have a funny little story. Thank you for the follow. I do have anonymous follows. If you would like to announce yourself in chat, that's fine. Yes, absolutely happens every single day. Every single day it's someone else that I could swear I've been following for a month already, and they're just not on the list. I have a funny story about the fish that I'm glad you guys are here for. Yesterday I was in the algorithm. Cozy, you remember I asked you guys to raid out to the algorithm a few weeks back. And I was stopping in to watch his 999 challenge, which is the most boring, riveting thing. I don't know how to explain that. It's a forever challenge that will take so long, and yet it's still interesting to watch. And he was asking about how mine was going. And of course, he knows way more about Stardew Valley than any of us, all of us combined. I said I was at 33 out of 101 ponds, and he said, why 101? Well, I said, well, every eligible fish in the game. He said, no. He's sitting there doing the math for me. It's 73. It's 73 fish. It's not 101. 101 would have been the Stardew Valley expanded mod. So I overshot that by 28 ponds. But we're still going to, the expanded fish list is almost exactly 101. So that's what I was doing my math with. So it's only 73. But I like 101. I like 100. 101 sounds much better than 73. Oh, I do need to do more, Ember. This is the point of the story. I've already promised everyone 101 ponds. We're going to do 101 ponds. Once we get all of the fish checked off the list, then we'll just do 28 more Legend 2s. So it will be a little easier than I thought it was going to be, because then all of the Legend 2 ponds can only hold one fish each. So it'll still be a little easier, but but that was a fun little moment when I realized, what? Oh, I don't have all the bug meat on me currently. I need to go back to the house and get the bug meat. So yes, that is accurate. We are 33 out of 101. Robin is working on number 34 right now. It will be quite the challenge. I also look forward to seeing it through. It's been fun so far. I expect that fun to continue. But that just goes right along with what I say all of the time. 101 might be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. I'm wrong every day. I fail every single day. And we're still here chilling and hanging out anyway. So thank you guys for coming in and listening to my story of my own failure. Failing forward, exactly, Navi, you get it. And Nabi, when you said this morning, Vix, welcome in, how's it growing? The fish are doing well. I just got done explaining how wrong I was about how many ponds I needed, but we are still doing the 101 ponds regardless. Darn you, autocorrect. We are absolutely blaming autocorrect for this problem. Nabi, this morning, we were talking in your chat about the life advice redeem. I really was working on that as we had spoken. I did get that one on already. Professor got to travel to work now. We'll rejoice once I'm with Sophie in the office. Travel safe, Professor. Travel safe. So here's where we're at right now. Robin's working on number 34. We actually do have quite a significant chunk here. Yeah, yes, I was actively working on it while we were talking about that. These two desert fish are asking for these golden tablets, and that's just going to be a problem. That's going to take a while. So other than that, all the rest of the quests we've been getting done as they pop up. Time for a Tesco meal deal? Heck yes. Heck yes. Absolutely. So we do need to grab the rest of this insect flesh, bug meat as it's called colloquially. I want to put these on the fishing pole first and then put the rest in here. We've just hit our level 3 mastery, so we do have the 2 statues and the advanced rod. We've been slowly but surely getting golden animal crackers into the ponds. Cannot replicate the power of Tesco's. We've been slowly getting our animal crackers into the ponds. How did he get it there? How did Alan get a truffle up on the porch behind a chicken statue? What? That's a screenshot. That's a screenshot. How did Alan get a truffle on the porch behind the chicken statue? What the heck? Alan is magic. I can't reach it. I have to pick up the chicken statue to get to that. That is crazy. That is craziness. Good order. Get Sensations, either a bacon sandwich or a pasta with chicken. Sensations, chili crisps, and a smoothie. Holy crap. That is quite the lunch. That is quite the lunch. Alan was in a bad mood this morning. Wow. Wow. It's too early for that kind of bad words. way too early for my words to be that far off. Where is it? Words are hard. All right. Let's get things empty again. We'll go drop off that bug meat. And then we'll do whatever the heck we feel like doing. We'll probably just fish at the ocean until we pass out. We do need to do some morning fishing. That is what we need to do to finish our fish chart. We need to do morning fishing at the ocean, and we need to do morning fishing at the river. And that's the only two fish we have left right now for our fish chart. The other ones are, we have to finish the community center first. So we just have 2 fish left to absolutely complete what we have available right now. And then we've got, I think, 7 days left. We've planted the cabbage. We planted it a little late. But we've got the red cabbage left. That's all that's left for the community center, which is pretty normal for me. I'd get everything done, and then we're just waiting on the red cabbage to ripen. Feeling so nauseous my body can't decide if it needs to throw up or not. I know exactly that feeling. That's horrible. That's horrible. And I think you know exactly what my what my answer to that is. Toast and tea. Toast and tea. So now we just fish until we pass out. As always, I don't think there's anything that we can get in the evening here, but we can make a little bit of money. We have finished every monster eradication goal in the regular mines. We do have to be farming the monster eradication goals in the skull caverns. But we have finished everything in the regular mines at this point. This fish is testing me. The mummies, I obviously will be waiting until we can manage to get a Crusader enchant on something. I'm not going through the hassle of trying to use bombs to kill all of those mummies. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What are you? There we go. A super cucumber. That was like a legendary fish catch almost. If you were not aware already, a couple days ago we did decide that perfection would be a side quest in this challenge. So that's why I'm talking about the monster eradication goals. The fish pond challenge, 101 fish ponds, is going to take us long enough that if we're not done with perfection by the time we finish the fish ponds, we will be very close anyway. So we will in fact be doing perfection for this run. I'm kind of expecting we'll be done with this somewhere in late year 4. So it is quite a long slog. We will be at this for a while. We will be seeing lots of fishing until we pass out. At no time will I be canceling that redeem. That redeem is staying. That redeem is here to stay until the end of this challenge. I'm actually surprised we have not seen a fishing chest here. Okay, the bubbles are gone. We did get the fishing mastery, so I was hoping that we would be seeing, I've got a treasure hunter on here, I was hoping we'd be seeing more fishing chests and having chances at more golden animal crackers. I don't think we will be able to, but maybe, just maybe, by the end of the challenge we will be able to also get 101 golden animal crackers. That would be nice. I don't think I'm willing to put the finale on hold just due to lack of golden animal crackers. Excuse me. But I would like to have all of the ponds have golden animal crackers. That would be cool. And then instead of having the second shed for kegs, the second shed can be just for more preserve jars. Currently, we have a big shed that is about 2/3 full of preserve jars. Remy, welcome in, welcome in. Don't ask me why. Hold on, I'll just go ahead and fix that. Don't ask me why Twitch auto-modded your... There we go. I guess because it could be seen as, I don't know, overly forward, maybe? I don't know, but welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? No, you don't have to apologize for that. That's not on you. But I think I can understand, given how prevalent slightly lewd female streamers are. I think I know where Twitch is coming from with that ban. So I have it set to the strictest settings. I will say that. That part is on me. I would rather it mod you out and let me fix it than have something offensive or harassing get through. You know what I mean? And then me have to delete it after. I'd rather no one see it first. And then I have to approve it, than it come in and it upsets someone's day before I delete it. Oh my goodness. I can't look away from this fish. So, forgive me, it's going to take me a second. It's really testing me here. It's absolutely a super cucumber. And I will get it eventually. There we go. Yep, there we go. That one too. That one too. Let me fix that. We use that one all of the time, actually. We use that one so frequently, I'm surprised I haven't fixed it before. Welcome in, Teeny Snail. Welcome in. How's it growing? Good morning. Kiss the birds for me, Redeem. Okay. Coming right up. Coming right up. I will be right back. All right, kisses have been delivered. Kisses have been delivered. Ordering smoothies for breakfast. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, I always get a kick out of how when I add a permitted term, it shows up in chat, and I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. Doing well. Got a lot of cleaning to do. Just deep cleaned the bathroom, now to do the carpets. Wow. Yes, that is a lot of cleaning to do. I'm glad we can keep you company while you're doing it. Feel free to use that lurk command anytime you want, and then we'll know that you're not in chat with us. Excuse me. What's going on? There we go. But yes, funnily enough, and I think there is a setting for that, I can turn that off. I can make sure that you guys don't see when I add a permitted term. Did I get the chest or not? I did. Nice. Nice. Family and partners is coming over tomorrow, so yes, definitely. Remy is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Remy. We love you. I do believe there's a setting. I could turn that off to not show you which terms I add or delete from the allowed list, but it has provided some comedy in the past, and I would like to continue that. I have had to allow the term butt, your butt, his butt, and her butt. And it comes into the chat saying chill gardening has added permitted term your butt. We're leaving bra on the banned list though, so that Millie can use melon holders, so that she can have a good laugh. Your butt has been permitted, exactly. Aw, that's a shame if you can't see it, because that was some good fun. I am leaving the word bra on the banned list though, just so that Millie can get a laugh by using the term melon holders. Thy butt. Oh boy. No, you didn't even get censored. Ha ha ha. So it didn't even take thy as a word, I guess. I just get a kick out of stupid stuff, right? You never really grow up. Oh, we've got a golden fishing chest. I need to pay attention. Takes melon lured into a hole. Ooh, yes it does. Wow. Whimsy at work hiding, can't hear, but hope you have a great stream and a great day. All right, back to fishing until we pass out. Butt cheek. Oh, we're testing. Are we? Is this a for science? Oh, the for science. For science. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to add that to the list. I had it on the list. I don't know where it went. It must be like 5 pages back. Teeny snail putting in the good work for science. I'm so... Shadow, you have to realize, like, that's... I'll even look. I'll look for where it went. Okay? It's 4 pages back. 4 pages back in my notebook. I'm sorry. I have rewritten it on the current page. Cozy, thank you. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you. And I will definitely be seeing you later. Have a great day. We will be fishing until we pass out now, and when you next see us, we will also be fishing until we pass out. We will probably be doing this for about 3 months, I think. That's my estimate. I think it's going to take us a while. Oh, we're going to have an ad break in about 5 minutes or so. Let me check on that. Yep, 5 minutes. Alright, that should be enough. We'll finish today out. We'll finish today out before we have our ad break. And maybe get the morning chores done tomorrow. Whoops, fishing tackle has worn out. Oh well, I didn't bring any extras. Nice. Shadow is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shadow. We love you. Whoop. All right. Another super cucumber. We should probably get those fish smokers back out if we're going to be catching a lot of super cucumbers. That would be a good idea. They are worth quite a lot of gold. And there's our pass out. Let me adjust the counter. Pass outs. Whoops. Not 1211, just 11. Fish smoking was such a good addition. Yes. Yes, the thing is once you get to year 2, coal costs $250 per coal to buy it from Clint. That's what I base my smoking math off of. During year 1, it's 150 gold per coal. Year 2 and up, it's 250 gold per coal. So that really reduces the number of fish that are even worth smoking at that point. Not a lot of fish are worth 250 gold or more as an individual fish. So I just went ahead and put the smokers away. But if we are going to be catching a lot of super cucumbers, it's going to be worth getting them back out again. Bad luck day. 8 crops ready in the greenhouse. That must be other ancient fruit. That must be other ancient fruit. That that truffle up there. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I mean, we could just sell them. It's still decent money. It would be more money, but I don't think we're really short on money at the moment, so we'll just sell them. And the sonar bobber, I'm never going to use that thing. I just never do. They're definitely useful in some cases. I just never end up using them. So we'll do our chores here. Give everybody their pets. Good morning. Good morning, Pickles. I quite literally watered the cat. Quite literally watered the cat there. Alright. Mooshake and Moolady have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan have been petted. Never use that one either. It's just extra pocket money. Exactly. It can definitely be useful. If you're target fishing, if you're trying to go for a very specific fish, then you can see what it is, and if it's not the one you're looking for, you can just cancel. You can just cancel the cast and move on with your life. I can see the usefulness. I can appreciate the usefulness. I'm just not going to use it. I'm just going to catch the fish anyway. I'm not that into the min-maxing, right? I like doing these challenges, but I'm not really that into the min-maxing that I'm going to cancel a fish just because it's not the one I'm looking for. All right. We just keep making coffee. I swear, I keep saying it, but one of these days, I will go get the triple shot espresso recipe, and we can start making it into triple shot espresso. I have a huge stack. Of coffee, 156 coffee. Okay, Robin has finished a pond. We need to put a fish in it. We need to build another pond. Or maybe it's time to do the house. Any kind of pickles? Cool. Any kind of pickles for the spookfish pond. I think I will need to make those, though. I do not currently have any pickles that I'm aware of. 5 mixed seeds. That one's easy. Alright, we've got an ad break. Took me far too long to buy the espresso recipe. Right, I haven't bought it yet. I have 150 coffee. We could easily just have espresso all the time. I have diamond crystallariums. Just don't throw the cat in. We do have an ad break coming up. We do have an ad break coming up, so please turn your volume down. I know I can be quiet. I know the ads can be quite loud. I don't want anybody's eardrums getting burst out. So if you are not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. The ads are coming in 10 seconds. And I will see you in a couple minutes. You're not going to miss anything. I'm taking a break. All right. We should all be back now. I'll just catch up on the chat and then we'll get back to Stardew Valley. A laptop and a Doritos advert. Okay. I honestly don't know if those are based off of my channel or off of your data. You know what I mean? Back during the ads, of course. Bought some frozen pizzas for low spoon days. Freezer isn't big enough, so I'm going to have pizza for lunch and possibly dinner. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Spinach and ricotta. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds delicious. All right. Where were we? 5 mixed seeds. And what was the other thing? Pickles, right? We need to make a jar of pickles. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We are definitely going to have some place in the middle of the fish ponds where I leave a chest. Def off your own data. Yours are always F1 related. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes the most sense, I think. That it's based off of your own data and not my channel. Okay, we do want to make pickles though, so we need at least a vegetable. And we have so many vegetables, we'll just do a carrot, sure, why not? Shadow ads are more male care products and car stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Is hammering it down. Where on earth is this rain coming from? Well, don't... How did you know? How did you know, Ember? How did you know? Is it hail? You've got quite a storm there then. Sorry. That was just too funny. You knew exactly what my answer was going to be. Tenna for men? I don't know. Dads are gonna dad joke. Look. It's in our blood. It's what we do. Where did my spare... Oh, I took it. I took my spare preserve jar, so I'm going to have to make another one. It is definitely about time for me to get a workbench. We're at that point in the game where it is definitely time for me to get a workbench. I always want to have a spare preserve jar for when these types of things come up. And I usually put them in the kitchen. See, I've got the dehydrator there. Every once in a while, you're going to have a quest that requires something specific. I like to keep one each of a dehydrator, a preserve jar, and a keg usually for when a quest asks for something specific. Male incontinence products. Yeah, okay. All right. So mixed seeds. Whoops. 5 of them. Okay, and then we're done. We have no active quests. Robin is currently not working on a pond. We do need to get back up to Robin. That seemed to happen fast. Not them. The salmon. Or tuna. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, I love that. Thank you, this mixed seeds will keep us healthy. Alright, so we need a fish for that. We need to go get Robin on the next fish pond or the house upgrade. Let's wiki. Let's get on the wiki. And we'll look at the house upgrade. We've already got the kitchen. The next house upgrade will be 65,000 gold and 100 hardwood. Mixed seeds it does sound quite healthy, does it not? It does sound quite healthy. So it is 65,000 gold and 100 hardwood. Do we have the 100 hardwood? We absolutely do. Okay. Okay, so that is what we're getting Robin on. It is a Friday. She should be at her desk. I think let's go with red mullet next. We'll go with red mullet next. Let me get a sign. Excuse me, Alan and Alan. And then we will head up. We did the halibut. Did I cross the halibut off? And the walleye and the shad. Let me just make sure I've crossed everything off. Walleye is crossed off. Shad is crossed off. Halibut is crossed off. Okay. So now it was the red mullet. Raspberry, welcome in, welcome in. Can't stay, have lots of fun. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Red mullet. Here it is. All right. So now we run up to Robin's and we get her to build us our house. And we might as well go get that triple shot espresso recipe. How about that? We might as well do that. And we need to start thinking. There's only a few more days left before the community center is done. So there's not that much longer to just do random things. But after that, we're gonna have our hands full. We're gonna have our work cut out for us. We're gonna be doing Ginger Island type of stuff. So I think we just kind of enjoy the quiet for the next few days. Maybe build some kegs, build some preserve jars, stuff like that. So let's upgrade the house. And that was a lot of money. Oop. And then we'll probably go buy our next set of bombs for our next Skull Cavern run to make sure we're ready for that. I did miss Thursday again. We missed Thursday. We didn't go get our magic rock candy. Eep. Oh, it's Linus, right? You really just don't know his name. You've been living there for decades. Are you hungry? I could make you some lunch. How about some leftover cave carrot stew? You would get along with the dwarf. That's very nice of you, but no thanks. I've had great luck foraging today. Well, it is summertime. There's stuff everywhere. Okay. Chill. You look like you have something to say. I'm just pleased that Linus is doing well. The thing is, I would invite him to live with me, but I know he doesn't want to. So we're just going to stick with that. Thanks, Jill. You had me worried there. I thought you were going to ask me to move onto the farm with you. Wink. Ember, okay, I fought to edit a clip, but am back. Are you fighting with the Twitch clipping system? Because I can I can empathize with how horrible the Twitch clipping system is to use. It is barely usable. Yeah, no, the Twitch clipping system is barely usable. Consider you my closest friend in the valley. You've never tried to fix me. You respect my way of life, even if you don't understand it. Yeah, well, I kind of do understand it, Linus. Really appreciate that. Why do they play the audit? Believe me, I don't. I think Twitch is in that zone where they're making money, so they don't care to improve. You know, they feel like, hey, it works. Why mess with it, right? Why fix it if it ain't broke? We're making money hand over fist, so we must be doing things right. So they don't even bother to try to improve things. That clipping system is the worst. It's even worse than YouTube's, and YouTube's is pretty bad. Can you smell that? It's the sweet aroma of ripe berries. Ooh, I do love that smell. I do love that smell. What a sweetheart. And you're just now figuring this out. He lives right behind you. He lives right behind you. Trigger, fish till we pass out. Thank you, Trigger. Thank you. Nope, that one, I put it down, not up. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Trigger. Welcome in, if you are actually here. Was, good boy. Stop after a short 24 hour. Was it a short 24 hour? Check out Trigger Bell. They were last playing music. The stamina of this absolute beast. 24-hour streams. What? Trigger is fun. Trigger is a lot of fun. I really enjoy hanging out in Trigger stream. So if you haven't checked him out, go ahead and do so. Click the link. Not necessarily what I would call cozy. Not at all, actually. But incredibly fun. I just like watching him do all of his own harmonies and make music. It's really beautiful. Professor is safely at work. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know, Professor. That was sweet. I'm glad you're there safely. Trigger, I am not too sweet. No, I always enjoy hanging out with you. And I really do. I really like listening to how you make music. It kind of amazes me a little bit. I'm completely lost. I don't follow along. I don't know what you're doing. And then you play the final result, and it's always beautiful. Yay for the safety, condolences for the rest, yes. Yes, hopefully no Olympic sports today, Professor, right? Hopefully no vaulting, no high jumps, no hurdles. And definitely no wrestling. Today is Friday the 13th. Jesus, I didn't even notice. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's too bad there's absolutely nothing special going on today. Not for me, anyway. Just a normal day, exactly like the last. It's only Jason. Jason is cool. I never really got into those. Don't get me wrong, I did love a good campy horror movie. Or should I say a bad campy horror movie. At this point, we're just kind of, I don't even know what we're doing. I'm just clearing up the quarry because it is something to do. Have you watched the original Halloween? Yes. Yes. The first one was definitely not bad. The first one was definitely not bad. I think they kind of went off the rails after a couple. Friday the 13th, so good. Right, again, the originals, very funny by today's standards. Right, right. Same with Nightmare on Elm Street. And I used to absolutely adore them. But things went off the rails at some point. Where I just don't really enjoy the new stuff anymore. 10 plus Halloween movies, yes, I am aware. I am aware. Mango is back. Welcome back. I hope your nap was relaxing and you absorbed some love from us while you rested, except for I know you weren't resting. You were in meetings. It's for sure a Friday the 13th for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I hope it wasn't too terribly bad. Nightmare on Elm Street offends a lot of the younger generation because of its colloquialisms. I haven't watched it in decades, so to be fair, I don't even remember what the actual, the details of the script involved. I haven't watched any of that stuff in decades. I think the last, whenever Saw came out, that was probably the last time I was watching stuff like that. What would that have been? Saw, like 2002, something like that. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Just been busy at work recently, yeah. 2004. 2004. I remember watching the original Saw and thinking that I wasn't cut out for horror movies anymore. I didn't really enjoy it anymore. I just wasn't enjoying it. But there were definitely some stupid horror movies that were still fun. One was The Descent. That was fun. The Descent was 2005. So actually right around that same time. Not seen it, but know it enough that's not for me, yeah. Yeah, also The Descent. That was a good one. That's a caving horror movie. Pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. But at least an enjoyable watch anyway. Alright, so what do? I guess we go into the mines and we just do some iron farming for the kegs. Different category of horror movies, known more for it. TP. Don't think. Oh, I see which. I think I know what you're saying. Terror P word. Hey, Mama Bear. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Enjoy the differences between certain horror movie villains where Freddy Krueger is literally a nightmare demon and others are just dudes, just bad dudes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's all kinds, all different kinds. Mama's been here but asleep. Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry if we woke you. You probably came in from Nobby's. Torture P-word. Okay, torture P-word. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that kind. That's why I watched Saw, and I was like, hey, I'm not really cut out for this. Not really cut out for this. I just wasn't enjoying it. Saw has an interesting message, but it is very intense. I don't know that I really care what the message was supposed to have been. I just didn't enjoy it, and if it's, you know, that's what I'm there for. That's what I'm there to watch a movie. I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. If I'm not enjoying myself, then I shouldn't be doing it. See, they do get through. I've been telling you guys. I've been telling you guys that they get through. I don't know how they get through. It is such an obvious message. It's so obvious. So I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. That's crazy. Everyone's evil, and Saw was there to fix those who did harm to themselves in whatever which way they decide. Oh, the doves have flown in. The morning doves have flown in outside the door here. How much do you value your life? Now you say that, I think I've heard it before. Are you willing to do something horrible to save yourself? Why do the people in the games have bad habits? Very intense rehabilitation, if you will. Yeah, that's absolutely, that's kind of my point. Is I hate that message. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I was not enjoying myself watching it. So that was it for me on that front. I mean, we all know right? Like when faced with life or death, we will always choose life for ourselves first. That's just the nature of being alive, right? It's clearly wrong. Right, exactly. Like it's just, I did not enjoy it, and watching it, I just couldn't really understand why it was so popular, but it is what it is. Lots of twists and turns in the plot. The deeper the movies got, the more connected each film became. I wasn't there to stick around for it. Darn you, autocorrect. I wasn't sticking around to try to figure it out. I'm not entertained by people hurting each other. That's all. I think if you can remove yourself from that, then maybe you can find the entertainment value in it. As you guys are saying, there are underlying messages, there are subplots. Lost its way with sequels, as most things do, right? And that's where we first started out here, was like the Halloween and the Friday the 13th, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. All of those, like, they were never supposed to be high quality cinema, but at least the first one was entertaining, right? And they very quickly lost the plot. Watch it for the lulz. Not for the storyline. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I guess we're all entitled. Tried to watch the new Fallout show. Cried in the first or second episode because people were being so cruel to each other. Sad because it's such a good show, but I just couldn't not cry. Yes. And sometimes you need a good cry, but if I need a good cry, I'll just go for a Disney movie for that. There's not one Disney movie, I think. No, I take that back. There's lots of Disney movies that I won't cry to, that just because they're not that good. The ones that are good Disney movies, I will absolutely cry to every single time. Or, like actual, don't get me started. If I 100% need to cry and I don't have something else to do it with, just give me I get you, I always cry at the ending of Moana. That's what we were talking about that just the other day. I literally just watched that movie the other night. What is a good Disney movie to you? And what is a bad one? So like, I guess a more recent example, Wish. Wish was not a good Disney movie. It felt rushed. It felt cliche. They're all cliche. That's the thing. They're all cliche. But you can take a cliche story and write it and present it in such a way that it feels at least a little bit fresh. And with Wish, it just felt rushed. They were just trying to slam as many references into one Disney movie as possible. It needed at least 2 more years of production and editing to be a good movie. The bad quality filmmaking designs. I did film studies, so I just laugh at the decisions people make over actually enjoying the concept, yes. Bad ones. Most of the live-action remakes, thank you. That's what I was going for next. That was next on my list of Disney gripes. And a lot of the new animated stuff that clearly doesn't have the same soul as pre-2012. Yes, the live-action remakes are, in my opinion, absolutely horrible. There's no reason for them to exist. The original movies are better in just about every way. And when they say that, oh, it's new, it's absolutely not new. Not only is it not, it's the same script, it's the same soundtrack. They even took the same scene design, the same costume design, the same set design from the animated movie to make the live action movie. Ember, you convinced me to have scones and jam with tea and clotted cream. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Flashbacks to the Rachel Z. Snow White movie. Like Will Smith as the genie, get out of here. Absolutely get out of here. Go away. Stop it. Stop it. Will Smith is not the genie. Robin Williams was the genie forever and forever. Never, never again. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And the CGI is terrible. Right. They were all rushed. They're just money grabs. It's so obvious. Such obvious cash grabs. And they'll say, oh, there's a new song. Yes, there is one new song. But for some of them, that song was written with the original and just edited out of the cinematic version. The song was already written. All they've done is just repeat an animated movie and put live action actors into it. So, absolute horrible. Those are horrible Disney movies. What I do like, though, as an example, Cruella, where it's, or what's the other one? Maleficent. Cruella, Maleficent, that kind of stuff. If you're going to remake it, don't just recreate it, adapt it, make it better. That's exactly what I'm getting onto now with the Cruella and the Maleficent. Those are fantastic movies. It's an original plot with previously known characters by putting a spin on it. Those are good movies. I really enjoyed those. You know, I don't mind that that's live action because it's not just copying an animated movie that already existed. Having studied animation, the original Snow White being the first feature-length animation that was hand-drawn, then the actors and directors insulting it for the live-action remake made me so sad. Yes, yes. Don't think she had much of an attitude. It just seemed the papers ran with whatever she said. She had the unfortunate position of a horrible co-star. Rachel Ziegler's always seemed to be a level person. I don't even know. I don't even know the situation there. I'm completely unaware of any of that stuff. I didn't really follow the live-action remakes. As soon as I knew they were making them, I just kind of tuned them out. I think I started watching Beauty and the Beast, and I gave up in about 10 minutes when I realized that it was the exact same movie. Just sad cash grabs. That was pretty much what I got. I got about 10 minutes in. It was absolutely the exact same movie. Same set design, same choreography, same, same script. And I didn't want that to be ruined for me, you know? I grew up with those movies. Probably a case of the media ruining things. I love Emma Watson too. Right, I love Emma Watson. I really wanted to enjoy it. But I couldn't bring myself to finish it. And that was also, that was coinciding with the period of my life where I started to feel like an old grump. You know? It was one of those kids these days moments. As much as I like Owen McGregor, he ruined Lumiere. I didn't even get that far. I didn't even get that far. So I'm glad. I'm glad because I also really like Owen McGregor. But yeah, I just nope. That was when I really first started feeling like an old grump in the get off my lawn phase of my life. Because they were supposedly getting very good reviews. They were supposed to be very well done movies. And I just couldn't see it. I could no longer connect with what's supposed to be a good, enjoyable movie anymore. Give me The Men Who Stare at Goats, you know? Unfortunately, people don't respect classic cinema as much as they should. because damn, the work they did was 100 times harder than what they do now. Not downplaying the work people do now, though, yeah. They aren't caring about their craft anymore. It's all about the money, right? It's just a capitalistic calculation. How many dollars do we get back? What is it going to be our return on investment? It's not about what's going to be the result. It's what's the return on investment. We also went to see Zootopia 2. I actually quite liked it. I quite liked Zootopia 2. I think it was a bit predictable. But you know, what isn't going to be a bit predictable in that context? Some old movies, perhaps products of their time, but you have to admire the craft. Didn't love it. It was better than I expected. Me too. I think part of why I enjoyed it was because I went in completely expecting it to be a flop. I had a very low bar set for the sequel, and so I think I was happily surprised. But yes, give me The Men Who Stare at Goats. Give me Fight Club. Stuff that, if you're going to want it to have a message, at least make the movie still good. Good morning, Lofty. Welcome in. How's it growing? We are debating Disney movies at the moment. What makes them good or bad? Which eras were well cared for? Why I can't stand Marvel movies. It's the same plot with different superhero, different love interests. That might be... No, that's not just you, Shannon. The Marvel movies are also cash grabs. The Marvel movies also feel like cash grabs. They're just taking advantage of a trend that already exists. Loved the animation in Encanto. I think Encanto is kind of an outlier in the modern... I don't even know if Encanto was Disney. Was it? Or was it just Pixar? That one's kind of an outlier. I felt that one did... They cared about that. Right, that's what you're saying. I see that now. You could tell everyone involved was so passionate about representing the beauty of the location and culture. It was a rare case where good ideas weren't completely shot down by the CEOs. Yes, I felt like that was an outlier. That was not the norm. They really did seem to care. The songs were well written and well performed. There were some songs that were not traditional Disney style songs that were very well done. Yes, anything with Pixar involved does seem better, and it might just be because there are more voters to come up with unanimous decisions. It's when you have fewer people coming up with a decision, you end up, generally speaking, with worse results. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the songs for Encanto and Moana. I didn't even know that. That explains that. It was a good representation of you can go modern with the songs without just making terrible songs like Wish. Yes, Wish was just kind of bad all the way through. I think they could have turned it into a good movie with another couple years of production and editing. But it was rushed for the anniversary. That was how I felt. I felt that it was rushed to be released with the anniversary, and it just needed a couple more years. Shadow, that absolutely just makes it make so much more sense, honestly. It really does. Thank you. Thank you for that. That tidbit of knowledge I was previously unaware of. Ashy, welcome in. How's it growing? We are pretending to play Stardew Valley while we debate Disney movies. Any opinions? Encanto opening song just screams Hamilton vibes. I guess you're right. Honestly, I've had a day. Okay, well, forget about your day and debate Disney movies with us. Put it all behind you. Put it all behind you. Most heated discussion on the stream ever. Absolutely. Dropped in, saw the pin message, and I feel good. Fantastic. That's what it is there for, Ashy. You are enough. You are enough. Think about it. There's only 3 words there. Say it to yourself. Put the emphasis on the first word. You are enough. Put the emphasis on the second word. You are enough. Put the emphasis on the third word. You are enough. Just let it marinate. Let it digest a little bit. The Incredibles, absolutely wonderful movie. Absolutely wonderful movie. It will never be replaced. And that was another one where the sequel was quite good. A lot of opinions about Disney movies. Are you sure you want to hear them? We want to hear all of them, Ashy. We want to hear all of them. That's what we're here. That's what we're doing today. We're pretending to play Stardew Valley while we debate Disney movies. Yes, The Incredibles was wonderful, and that's one where the sequel was actually quite good. Not thrilled by it. Maybe your expectations were too high, Professor. Most underrated Disney movies, Cars. Oh my God, I watched that hundreds of times when the kids were young. Absolutely hundreds of times. And there's so many little details. When you've watched it at least 100 times, you start to notice the little details, you know? It's so well done, so well thought out. Just want good movies to come back. I think the latest good movie I saw was It. Disney movies are just recreating animated films, changing the look of them, all for inclusion, but The Little Mermaid bugged me because of the drastic change to Ariel. I don't mind who you cast or anything about the looks of I just don't think they're good movies. You know? They're just not good movies. The animated movies were objectively better in almost every way. Yes, Life is a Highway. That song has been stuck in my head for decades because of that one movie. Yeah, the sequels were a bit meh. For sure. The Spider-Verse movies, I have truly enjoyed the Spider-Verse movies. They've gone in a different direction with those, and I like it. I like where they're going with those ones. I'm really looking forward to the next one, which I think is next year, 2027. Cars, the first and only one. Yes, the other ones just don't exist. We don't talk about it, right? Nobody ever guesses your favorite Disney movie. Gwen Hare for a year? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people did. I've never heard of Dispatch. Never heard of Dispatch the game. Inside Out was good. The first one absolutely just wrecked me. I bawled my eyes out. The kids probably had no idea that was going to do that to me. But yeah, the first Inside Out absolutely wrecked me. I was crying like a baby for that one. Hold on. I need to get on the computer. The chat's moving too fast. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish was incredible. I don't think I saw that one. I saw the original Puss in Boots. Maleficent was the exception. I loved it. See, the thing with the Maleficent, it's not a live action remake. Maleficent and Cruella were original movies, and they really were good, weren't they? But they were not live action remakes. The live action remakes were pretty universally horrible, but the ones where they did a spin-off story really turned out well. Professor's mother cried a lot of Inside Out. I tell you what, as a parent, that was heart-wrenching to watch. Favorite is WALL-E? Absolutely, yes. Septuacentennial cupcake in a cup. Yes, Professor, exactly. That's why Inside Out, for parents, absolute heart-wrenching movie to watch. Yeah, the Wall-E would have been very hard to make a decent sequel to. Wall-E would have been very hard to make a decent sequel to. I'm not sure how they would have accomplished that. And Ashy, as we're getting to now, it's kind of like the Terminator, right? I look around at the world today and I think, oh God, Wall-E was a documentary. It's scary, right? It's scary how accurate that movie was. Kind of like the Terminator. If you look back at the original Terminator and some of the sequels, we just got done uploading AI into all of our security databases. So, hey, maybe Skynet has already come to fruition, you know? And I'd rather not get into the entire details of why Wall-E is so accurate. I don't want to get that down on everything. Millie is back. Welcome back. I hope your nap was relaxing and you absorbed some love from us while you rested. Like no dialogue for the first 40 minutes. Some of those types of... There's other movies like it. I couldn't probably list any right now off the top of my head. But there are definitely movies where it's complete silence and yet it's so well done. For the most part, I feel like Disney movies are performatively amusing as opposed to truly funny and joking with the audience like the Lego Movie. I haven't even seen the Lego Movie. I'll add that to the list, Lego Movie. Or could someone put Lego Movie into the movie recommendations channel, please? All right, back to the computer. Such a beautifully executed choice, yes. Oh, Millie, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better, though. I know sometimes when you have that feeling of will I, won't I, excuse me, getting it out can be kind of a cleansing experience, and you feel better afterwards. So I hope that's the case. Saw a rather rotund man in a mobility chair. Looked like the chairs from the movie. No shade to him. Yes, the Wall-E. Yep. Oh. Shadow. Bubsy is playing Mystria now also. All the Lego movies are good. Okay, could someone please put that in the movie recommendations channel? Highly enjoyed Lego Batman. That's what I enjoyed about the first episode of Mandalorian. It barely had any... I actually really liked that show. It definitely went a bit off the rails, but this is the way became a very common phrase. Mix of feeling better, but also I might need to continue to throw up. We are talking movies. We have been debating Disney movies for probably half an hour now. It's probably been about half an hour. We've been debating Disney movies while I don't do anything in the game, actually. The chat's been going by so fast. I haven't even done anything in the game for about a half an hour, I think. So welcome to my channel, where we pretend to play Stardew Valley and debate Disney movies. No, Professor. No apologies. No apologies at all. Fern Gully, Ashy. I grew up with that movie, and I do believe that it may indeed have been a piece of propaganda, but well-deserved and well done, Well-deserved and well done. There was a movie recently that I felt like was trying to do that. What was that? What was that movie? Chat about movies till we pass out. Not okay from Dumbo and Bambi. Yeah. Yes, Fern Gully was an absolute favorite of mine, and it was obvious, obvious propaganda as far as trying to get people to understand that environmental degradation is a problem. This is kind of why I didn't want to talk about Wall-E more deeply, because this is exactly what we were going to get into. But there was one more recently, and I'm trying to think of what that was. Ouch, I bumped my elbow. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Epic. Epic. There was a movie recently called Epic. And that really reminded me of Epic. It was 20th Century Fox. Tim Curry, I don't care what it is. If it says Tim Curry on it somewhere, it's fantastic. Same with Hank Azaria. If it's got Tim Curry, Robin Williams, or Hank Azaria, you just count me in. Shadow, you're careful. You're treading on thin ice there. Careful. Careful what your next words are going to be. Epic is only 13 years old. Epic was 2013. It's only 13 years old, okay? It's very new modern movie. It's very new. It just came out 13 years ago. Yes, exactly. It's more than half your life. It's like it was just yesterday. It's not that big a deal. It's a very modern movie. Only came out a couple years ago. 13 equals a couple. Let's get the math right. Yes, Ashy, yes. 2013 is recent, okay? We will have no discussion on this matter. High-key obsessed with Tim Curry. Did you know I only watched Rocky Horror Picture Show last year? That was the first time, just 1 year ago, was the first time I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show. We had been to a Pride fair, and there was a whole troupe. There was the whole troupe of the, what do you call it? The interactive, where they do an interactive showing, and where they actually acted out down at the base of the screen, and they were there handing out pamphlets at the Pride Festival. And so I said, "Hey, I've never seen it. I need to see it." And my goodness, was I missing out. I understand now. I get why it's so popular. And Tim Curry, absolute legend. Just absolute legend. And Meatloaf was in it. 3 Rocky Horror Picture Show tattoos, yeah. Meatloaf, for crying out loud. Meatloaf. So good. So good. Absolutely did not expect that. Did not expect that. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I didn't see it in theaters brand new. I just saw it last year. Yes, Meatloaf. I can't remember the character's name. He was the boyfriend on the motorcycle that came out of the freezer. Eddie, there you go, Eddie. He was the boyfriend on the motorcycle that was in the freezer. There's a recent documentary called Strange Journey. Could you please put that in the movie recommendations Discord? I'm still writing it down either way. Thank you. Yes, I was very happily surprised. I knew it was a very popular movie. I didn't realize I was going to love it so much. There was a couple actors that I didn't feel like were really pulling their weight, but overall, just an absolutely fantastic experience. The background nature ambience of Stardew is just so good. It has to be a real recording. It must be, right, Mango? It must be. That's what I think too. It absolutely has to be real recordings. The bird sounds, the insect sounds. That's why I like to keep the game volume up a little bit, so that even if the chat kind of calms down, or like when I mute the microphone to go on break, the Stardew noises are more than enough to keep me entertained. Shadow's loving the movies, chat. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I like that we're enjoying ourselves. This is what I'm here for, right? You guys know this. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to hang out with you guys. That's the whole point of this entire endeavor. Of course, that's Meatloaf. Keep having a very different image of him, huh? The writer Richard O'Brien plays Riff Raff. Did not know that. I'm not up to date on the Rocky Horror Picture Show trivia for sure. I've only seen it one time. I absolutely loved it. The Stardew noises gaslight me into thinking that birds exist here. Yes. And I've had plenty of moments where someone will ask me after I come back from break if that was Fred and Ginger in the background, but the mic was muted. It's just Stardew. And speaking of Stardew, let's play some. Let's play a little bit. I'll try and get something done before this chat goes too fast again. I've truly enjoyed the conversation, though. I'm not trying to stop anyone. The Disney stuff, I will say, I mean, Maleficent and Cruella, really, really good movies for a while there. Little known fact. This is a Fred trivia fact, okay? This is a Fred trivia fact. For a good while, Cruella was Fred's favorite movie. When I was working night shifts, I've already told you guys, when I was working night shifts, I would come home and just fall asleep to Moana. I would put Moana on, and that would help me fall asleep after a 12-hour night shift at 7 o'clock in the morning. But Fred's favorite movie was Cruella. Shannon has redeemed a fish till we pass out. All right, let me get that. And then let me check on the ad break situation. Ads in 3 minutes. We are the best distraction. It's almost lunch for you now, though, right? We've got an ad break coming up in a couple minutes, and then it's 45 minutes until my lunch break. After that, it's plenty of time to talk about movies more. But yeah, when I was night shift, I used to watch Moana almost every night. I would just put it on. I was so accustomed to the music, it was so familiar that I could put Moana on and it would put me to sleep in like 5 minutes. Sometimes just the opening while the Disney castle is still on the screen because they used the Moana soundtrack for the Disney castle. It wasn't the Disney music. They wrote new music for the intro. And I could at times fall asleep during the Disney intro, not even waiting for the movie to actually start. So I truly appreciate that movie, but the original reason I was saying that was that Fred's favorite movie was Cruella, and it didn't matter what else was going on. If I put Cruella on, Fred would sing for an hour and a half straight. Fred would just sing for 90 minutes the entire time that movie was playing. Night shift, what do you do? I recall you said you were on break for a little. Yes, it's at this point, it's mostly warehousing and logistics. I drive forklifts and pickers and reach trucks and man lifts and what have you, skid steers, backhoes, tractors. But these days it's mostly warehousing. It's mostly forklift driving and warehousing. That's just the way of the world right now. So I was doing night shift. That was my last job, was doing night shifts in a warehouse, driving a narrow aisle reach truck. Shadow, Singing in the Rain is like that for me, but I don't have a DVD player anymore to watch it. That's a shame. I used to love Singing in the Rain. Absolutely loved it. As you could probably tell by the names of my birds. Oh, crap. Crap. Ad break. There's an ad break coming up, guys. There are ads coming up. If you are not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a little quiet, and the ads can be a little loud. So just turn the volume down a bit. Make sure they don't blow out your eardrums. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to be getting up out of this chair. I'm going to be taking a break for a couple minutes while the ads run. And I will see you in a couple minutes. All right. All right. Adore musicals. Think the only musical I've watched that I didn't like was The Music Man, but that was because I personally thought the actors couldn't sing well, and it dragged Hello Dolly has Streisand in it, so it is an immediate like. So I grew up with Guys and Dolls. There's some serious issues with that movie, obviously, but I still love the music. All right, everyone should be back from ads. Everyone should be back from ads. Finally finished the ads. Toby, welcome in. How's it growing? We are currently discussing, well, it's kind of evolved. We've gone from horror movies to Disney movies, and now we're talking about musicals while we pretend to play Stardew Valley. I grew up with Guys and Dolls, and while it does have some issues, the music still sticks with me to this day. Incredible music. Oh. Have you ever seen Robin and the Seven Hoods? I have not. I have not seen that. Go ahead and stick it in the. We've got a lot of movies out of this discussion. Go ahead and stick them in the Discord in the recommended movies. WALL-E could be a horror movie if you think about it. Yes, absolutely could be. It could be. It could also be a documentary, and that is part of why it could be a horror movie, because it absolutely could be a documentary. Couldn't stand High School Musical. Cringed so much to hear that. I never did watch it. Fish till we pass out, down to 12. That's a lot of row. Guys. And look at that, 42,000 just from the Aged Legend row. I never did watch High School Musical. I think probably for the better. It's a good luck day. We've got crit and ore. We could do some iron farming today. 12 crops ready in the greenhouse. We'll pick up our couple gems here. Love you, Pickles. Good morning. Grease. Yeah, obviously, Grease. Classic. Robin is working on the house now. We're getting Robin to upgrade the house. Harvey picked us up last night. We've got some wood from Robin. We've got a quest. Demetrius needs a puffer fish. We may already have one. Oh, you know what? I think we already put one. Let me check my list. We may have already put a puffer fish in a fish pond. We have not. We have not put a puffer fish in a fish pond. Which means that we still need to catch one. Okay. Well, that is actually good news because we also need to catch an octopus, which is at the beach in the mornings. How many auto-petters have you thrown away? Oh, you've seen the shorts. None yet. We've only found one so far during this challenge. We're still early on in summer of year 2. So we have only found one auto-putter so far during this challenge. We threw a couple away during the last challenge. We're not there yet during this challenge yet, though. We are going to be doing lots of Skull Cavern runs. We are going to end up with extra auto-petters. It will happen. But it might be another year or so in-game before that happens. Don't worry. It will happen. It's just not quite yet. Millie, you need 2 puffer, 1 for the community center. Yes. 3 for the pond. Yes. So I think we got 1 and we gave it to the community center and I never did get another one. Hey, Ginger. They're being good today. Well, Fred is always good. Ginger's being good today. Hey, cuties. Yes, they're being good today. That's good news. It's good news. All right, but what we might want to do, we might want to just ignore the farm and come back and do it later because the octopus needs to be caught. Where is it? Between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. Sorry. And the Dorado needs to be caught, just during the day, before 7 p.m. So we'll head straight to the beach. Want to watch some musicals now? Yeah. If you've never seen Guys and Dolls, I do highly recommend it. Keep in mind, it's incredibly sexist. It's like the 50s nuclear family ideals. But the music just sticks with you. It's such good music. I was not slandering Ginger, not at all. Not at all. No Ginger slander. Ginger is perfect, as Whimsy says. Ginger is perfect. She can just be very loud is all, and a bit misbehaved. She's perfect. Okay, so the octopus can only be caught until 1 p.m. The Dorado can be caught for the rest of the day in the river. And the puffer fish can only be caught to 4 p.m. So we are absolutely just going to head down to the ocean. We do have the ocean at home, but we have such a higher chance of catching trash at the ocean at home, it's still going to be better to go get it at the actual beach. So that's what we'll do. I'll just get a spare. We'll load up the fishing pole and we'll bring a spare one with us. and we'll go. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. We're going to ignore the farm for now. I don't think we're going to ignore it for the whole day. We will probably end up coming back and taking care of the farm. Let me see, actually, does it have to be a particular type of weather? This list doesn't actually say what type of weather. Let me get on the wiki. Whoops, sorry about that. That might have been a little loud. That was my clipboard. Let me get on the wiki. Octopus. I just want to make sure I'm not wasting my time if they can't be caught in the rain. Season weather any, okay. Dorado. Weather any. Pufferfish. Weather sun. It has to be sunny for the pufferfish. Okay. So we cannot catch the pufferfish today. So as soon as we get an octopus, then we go to the river for the Dorado. Hey Ginger. Time for the afternoon nap. Have a good rest, Shadow. Have a good rest. It's locked. Oh, it's not even open yet. Okay. Shadow, if you're we've got a cutscene. If you're on the couch, on a chair, at a table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. It does work. Just close your eyes. They love it. Look at them go. Look at them go. Just thinking of you, lad. This bug meat you found is perfect. When I said fresh, I didn't expect it to still be wriggling. But I'm not complaining. The fish love it. Hey, Ginger. There she goes, getting the energy out. As a way of saying thanks, I wanted to teach you an old fisherman's secret. My old pappy taught me this on a fishing trip many years ago. Learned how to craft quality bobber. Using that bobber will attract higher quality fish. I hear a happy burb. Yes, yes, Lofty. Ginger is having a good day. Hey, Ginger. Ginger's having a good day. Ew, this cutscene. Sorry, don't look, Millie. I literally threw my hand up to block the image. Don't look. I don't like the squishy sound. Okay, don't listen. Oh, you miss your feather babies, Lofty. What kind of birds did you have? Got the headphones in so Ginger can't upset Snowy. Yeah, that's a real problem. That's a real problem. That means more money in your pocket. Yes, but the quality bobber is I've never really cared much. Green cheek Connors. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. All right. Yeah, I don't want to bring up any more feelings. We're looking for an octopus. We're looking for an octopus. We're here for you. If you want to post anything in the Discord, then you're more than welcome. If you want to post any old pictures or if you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome. But I'm not going to ask any questions. They were loved. That's good. We're just looking for the octopus. We will know it's the octopus because it behaves like a legendary fish. They're so hard to catch. So I'm going to have to lock in. As soon as we hook one, I'm going to have to lock in really, really hard. I am going to continue to catch the other stuff because of those chances for chests. And also the money. But really, whoops, not there. We're looking for golden animal crackers, as well as our octopus. If you haven't already, go ahead and look up at the pinned comment and let it marinate a little bit. Let it digest. Think about it. It's important. It's very important. You are enough. And if you haven't already, and you're willing to, you can head over to the Discord. We always have conversation going somewhere on there. There's all kinds of different topics, whatever you're interested in. And if there's not a channel about what you're interested in, just let me know. Wow, check out that timing. The Discord link just came up right when I was saying that. If there's not a channel for the topic that you want to talk about, just let me know and I will make one. I want everyone to feel comfortable to talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. At any time of day, it's open 24/7. You might not get an answer. All of us are spread all over the world. We've got people from all over the world in varied time zones. So it might be a slow conversation, but here we just chill, so slow conversation is fine with us. Not that way. Who knows, maybe I'll catch the octopus in there. There is a quirky question of the week channel. The current quirky question of the week is cereal soup? Currently, yes is winning by a large margin. I'd like to see people's debates on why they chose yes. Whoop, that's the octopus right there. And we lost it immediately. We only have until 1 p.m. to get this octopus. Oh, I got past the initial hard spot. I think we might get this. I'm so locked in, I can't read chat just yet. All of my 2 brain cells are taken up trying to catch this fish. All 2 of them. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's like a legendary fish. There's no way it needs to be this hard. Oh, we got it. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Whew, I don't know. That is I don't know that I want to dip my toes into that pond. That is almost like a political debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm going to write it down. We could go straight to the controversial debate topics and talk about pineapple on pizza if you really want to. Sweet soup is cereal. Cereal is not soup. Ashy is a no. The liquid in soup is either broth or water. So you've never had a cream soup. So what about cream soups? What about cream soups? Are they not soups? Celery, cream of mushroom. Sophie says no, a hot dog is not a sandwich. We can't argue with the manager. Cereal is not soup. If anything, the milk is just a condiment and you just use a hell of a lot of it. If you put broth in your cereal, you can call it soup. Maybe cereal is stew given the ratio of liquids to solids. Whoa. I'd love this is the type of debate I want to see in the Quirky Question of the Week channel. That is good stuff. I want, when you vote yes or no, I want to see the reasoning. I want to see it. I want to have this debate. I think of it, I do think it's a soup because I think it's a porridge. It's a cold porridge, and I think personally of a porridge as a soup. The way I make oatmeal, it's a porridge, right? You boil water, you soak the grains, and you add milk. Gazpacho, is that a soup? If gazpacho is a soup, I think cereal is a soup too. All right, we got our octopus. Fantastic. Now we can go to the river. There it is, filled in. Need to do Duolingo. Go ahead. Porridge is a completely different Newtonian texture. What is a sweet soup then, right? Like cold carrot soup or something like that. Is that a soup? What would be the name of that? There must be another name. A soup is an intentional selection of ingredients in a liquid that has a variety of flavorful ingredients. What about cereal gives the same impression? So the flavorful ingredient, the flavorful and variety of ingredients has all been packed into a kibble so that it makes it into instant soup. It's a just add liquid soup. Loving this. Loving this. You guys are great. Neither is chicken noodle soup. Hold on. At Shannon, that's not soup. Soup is usually creamy. Cereal isn't creamy. There's lots of soups that aren't creamy. Yeah. Lots of soups that aren't creamy. Still not buying it. Therefore, you're implying cereal is the same as noodle flavor packets. That is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. You don't love soup, but you do love cereal. If cereal is soup, you won't be able to eat it anymore. Oh, no. All right, I guess the debate is over then. I guess the debate's over. If you love cereal but you hate soup, then I guess the debate is over. But wait, cereal is to soup as penguins are to birds. See, penguins are unmistakably birds. Unmistakably. There can't be a debate about that. Penguins are, in fact, birds. All food is soup if you blend it. Will it blend? That brings back memories. That brings back early YouTube memories of will it blend? Cereal is generally eaten crunchy, right? Are there any other crunchy soups? Cereal doesn't have to be crunchy. I mean, think about it. Hot cereal. We got cold cereal just because we wanted faster hot cereal. There was no such thing as cold cereal until the modern industrial age. Tonkatsu and miso, yes. Can you eat soup dry? I mean, that has been historically something that you would do, yes. What is hot cereal? Oatmeal. Oatmeal, grits, buckwheat porridge, any type of porridge, really. Peas porridge. That's not soup, though. That's just food. I feel like food is too broad. I feel like that's just food is too broad of a category. There has to be a type of food, right? So are we saying, we're saying that 100%, there's absolutely no way, there's our Dorado. We're saying 100%, there's absolutely no way that porridge is food. You ever heard of packet soups? Yes. They're generally not eaten dry, but they could be, right? Heat your milk before adding to the cereal. It's gorgeous. That actually does sound good. I've never heard of that. Don't know any of those hot cereals. Really? You've never heard of oatmeal? Too hot here to do that. You've never heard of oatmeal? It's a very traditional breakfast. I don't mean in its separate ingredients. I mean as an entirety. Cereal can be eaten without, and soup can't be eaten without soup. We don't have oatmeal here. Is it the same as rolled oats? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, rolled oats. The oatmeal is what the result is after you put the boiling water in and cook it. That's oatmeal then. Milk before cereal. Oh, no. This is, nope, I'm cutting it off. Nope, I'm cutting it off. We are not getting into the milk before tea or tea before milk or milk before cereal or cereal before. We're not getting into that debate. Oatmeal is absolutely the same as porridge. It is oat porridge, yes. That is exactly what oatmeal is. It is oats porridge. Ember, how dare you? Yes, we don't want to offend anyone, Toby, whichever you'd like to Toby. We don't want to offend anyone, okay? So we're not getting into that debate. Porridge absolutely is cereal because it is made out of cereal grains. That is why cold cereal is called cereal, because it's cereal grains. It's made of cereals. Porridge can be soup because it's made from a cereal grain. Barley soup is a thing. Pasta's processed cereal grain. Porridge and hot goopy grains are cereal and soup. A equals B, B equals C, so A equals C. Oh, we're getting maths involved now? I did not realize that maths was going to enter the chat at any point during this cereal debate. It's like politics. You don't have to feel silly. You don't have to feel silly. You can't know what you don't know. Lofty. Sorry, nerding out here a bit. Yeah, coming in with the algebraic equations. Yeah, I did not realize maths was going to enter the chat when we started talking about cereal. That I did not see coming. That was a wild, just out of left field statement there. Cereal can be eaten dry, whereas soup ingredients I wouldn't eat dry usually. See, that's there's a bit of a caveat in that same sentence that you just typed out. Soup is kept with the tins and pastas and stuff. Cereal is kept with bread and home baking, usually in supermarkets. Two completely different entities. I don't know. I don't know if you can start to categorize things based on what supermarket aisle they're in. That seems a bit reductive. Don't you think? You have dry milk in one aisle and you have liquid milk in another aisle. They're both milk. You could convince me if there was another single ingredient you could add to milk and call it soup. Ah, but there is the problem. Not one cereal is a single ingredient. Find me a cereal box where you look at the back of the ingredients list and it's only one thing. I dare you. Supermarket. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you for injecting the dad humor. Thank you for bringing us the pun. Capitalism in action, creating separation for optimal eyes on shelves. Exactly. Cereal is sweet, soup is savory? Absolutely not. Nope, I completely disagree. You can have sweet soups and you can absolutely have savory cereals. I love savory cereals. See, Ginger has opinions. Ingredient was the wrong word. Food item purchased in a box. You can purchase dry soup in a box. But yeah, absolutely. You can have sweet soups. You can have savory cereals. I like to make my porridges with onions and garlic. I absolutely love oat porridge with onions and garlic and salt. I love it. But would you eat that dry soup? Well, I guess that's up to the individual, right? Shannon, you're not wrong. There's more sugar in cereal than soup, especially in America. Especially in America. There's more sugar than cereal in America. Ember, I see where you're going with this, but I sincerely doubt it. If you look at the back of that box, I do not believe that rice is the only ingredient or flaked bran is the only ingredient. I would please put pictures please put pictures in the quirky question of the week channel to prove that Rice Krispies are only rice. You pick pictures or it didn't happen. You can absolutely sway my opinion by providing proof. Feel like Chill has some major opinions? I don't have any major opinions on it whatsoever. That's the fun part here, is that I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm trying to make sure that we can all see that every debate has two sides. That's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about all of us understanding that we have different opinions and that both opinions are valid. So if you have mashed potatoes for breakfast, it's porridge, and I will not hear otherwise. There you go. Except potatoes are not a cereal grain. So I think there we get into, we start to get back into the debate of what is porridge, what is soup, and what is stew. Chill is the debate master. Chill, I found a one ingredient cereal. Bring it. Put the picture in the quirky question of the week channel. You can absolutely sway my mind with proof. They're not, but they are the ultimate food. Potatoes are frickin' king. My dyslexia read that wrong. Soup is cooking, cereal is pouring. So that, again, this is a modern industrial thing. Cereal used to be cooking, but only because of the modern industrial era is it now just pouring. Same with instant soup. You can make instant soup with just pouring. The liquid in soup is part of the dish. Milk is just what you add to cereal to make it more palatable. The cereal itself used to have to be cooked. The modern age has created a cereal that no longer has to be cooked. And I will give you the reason why, because it is already cooked. The cereal is made in a factory, and it is cooked. It is cooked and then dried so that it can be rehydrated and eaten. Pictures in the Discord. All right, everybody. Pictures in the Discord. Quirky question of the week. Cornflakes. I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, is the debate over? I reject the idea and preserve the sanctity of breakfast, and you are entitled to your opinion. That was the entire purpose of the debate, Ashy. But that means ready meals are soup because they're pre-cooked. You're confusing correlation with causation, Shannon. You're confusing correlation. Correlation does not equal causation. It's not even a niche supermarket. It's a widely available cereal. I've never seen it, but just because I've never seen it does not mean it doesn't exist, right? I was supposed to be napping, by the way. You guys are way too... I'm so sorry, Shadow. Yeah, that was a horrible lurk, wasn't it? Love this, by the way. I love the debate. I could honestly argue either way. That's exactly my point. That is the point of the debate. And you want to know where I'm wrapping this back around to? Do you want to know the big mystery? All right, we don't have another quest yet. You want to know the big mystery of where I was looping this back to again? Can we just agree all food is soup if you blend it enough? I don't know. I mean, that's an argument. We can all have a debate. We can all have different opinions, and we can still love each other. Read the pinned comment, please. I don't care what your opinion is. You are enough. Technically, all food is poop. You just need to eat it. Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Pin that. Oh, no. We're not pinning it. We're not pinning it, but I tell you what we are doing. There we go. Debate has been successful. I seriously almost spit out my tea right there. I very, very almost spit out my tea. Yeah, you know how that feels? The one time I accidentally said throw a peach to a villager, okay? Alright, now we take care of the farm. The one time I accidentally said throw a peach to a villager, what do we get? It's there. People will forget about it, Shadow. People will forget about it. My humor is usually more cultured. Oh, really? Oh, really? That's another debate we could have. Feel misrepresented? No. No, that was fantastic. All right, we've already got the shad in. Got the red mullet in. We've got a tilapia. We've got a halibut in. So we've got a pike. So the rest of these can be just sold. The rest of these can be just sold. Yes, that was good fun. That was good fun. I truly enjoyed that. Thank you, everyone. But therein lies my point, though. If we want to bring it back to something serious, we can all have different opinions, and we can still love and respect each other. There's no need for hate in this chat. We can talk about things that are wildly inappropriate, and somehow still be respectful about it. When was the last time you slept in your bed without passing out? Approximately a year ago. I believe it was last summer. I believe it was last summer when Millie let me go to bed. But right now we still have 12 days left, and it's very unlikely that I will go. It's very unlikely I will get to go to bed even one more time during this challenge. Yes, and you will never sleep in your bed. Millie has decreed that once was enough. Those are her exact words. That is a direct quote. Once was enough. So that's that. Excuse me. No more sleep. No more. Once is enough. See? It's a direct quote. I've gone to bed my last time in this challenge. I will never get to go to bed again. All right, now let's go do our farm chores. We've caught the Dorado. We've caught the octopus. I have placed them gently into their receptacle. And we can go take care of our animals. I think I'm good. Mooshake and Moolity have been petted. Tumnus has been petted. Alan and Alan have been petted. But I'm tired, Millie. No, it's just me. It's just me that can't sleep, Shadow. You have the blessing to nap. The blessing to nap has been bestowed upon you. You have all freedom in the world to sleep at your pleasure. No one can tell you you can't sleep because you have been blessed. Shannon, whether you're on the couch, on a chair, at the table, on the bus, on the train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. It does work. Just close your eyes. That was a nice autocorrect though. I yucky you to bed, my love. That was a classic autocorrect there. All right. Lizard has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Nugget has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sir Exolot has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. And Ribbits has been petted. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred. That was a wonderful addition. Oops, I need to put the mayonnaise in the bin. Was wondering if that was a Swedish thing. Glad it's just autocorrect. All the same, really. All the same. Let's check on our greenhouse here. Our coffee is ready. We can make more coffee. Time to lurk and work, Lofty. Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do. I'm actually going to be getting off of here in just a couple minutes. I will definitely be raiding us out to a cozy channel, though. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. I will get you someplace nice. I hope you have a great day. I will be back in an hour after my lunch break. But we will be doing just this one more day until the end of this day. And then we'll be headed out. When Chill goes on break is when I go to bed. My routine is set. Fantastic. I love that. I love routine. Oh, we do need to... Oh, I need to run. I need to run. I need to run. We need to get up to Robin's. Oh no, she's working on the house. Never mind. Never mind. I lost myself there for a second. I lost myself there for a second. She's working on the house. We're good. Whoops. There we go. I did cross off red mullet, right? Yes. Yes, I did cross off red mullet. All right, we're good to go. Ooh, we got some free spicy eel. We got a dolomite from the coral. That could be useful. That could be useful, having that coral there giving us minerals. That's cool. I was completely unaware that that was even a possibility. Okay, we have found it before. It can occur in coral reefs, often near an underwater volcano. Okay, that actually makes sense. Will you organize the ponds later or just let them stay as they are? That's definitely going to be a I will answer that later kind of question. If you get what I'm saying, I don't actually have a plan for that. I kind of like the random color scheme. But you know, maybe we do organize it later. I don't know. All right. So I think we probably just do a little bit of iron farming. Actually, let's make some iron. Oh, we have 93 iron bars. We have 93 iron bars. Okay, nice. Let's make some kegs. Yeah, I just don't even have an answer for that. I've had that thought. But I don't really have an answer yet. There's too much other stuff going on right now for me to know whether I care. I won't know whether I care until later. Oh, and it's perfect timing to get more kegs. Perfect timing to get more kegs. Excuse me, Pickles. Excuse me, Pickles. I cannot. The cat has splooted in the corner where I want to put kegs, so I cannot put kegs because the cat is deciding that I cannot put kegs. Classic cat, exactly. Seen someone do a beautiful organization with ponds, and I'm like, I wish I was that person. Yeah, we might, we might later. We might try and make it pretty. For now, we're just keeping it practical. That's a lot of kegs, Toby. It is a lot of kegs. This is a bachelor pad. There is a bed, a TV, a computer, and a bunch of kegs. This is the quintessential bachelor pad. I'm just going to throw the rest of the kegs in here for when Robin is done improving the house. And we're going to start making some ancient fruit wine. We're going to start making some ancient fruit wine. We got to make that money. That's what we're here for. All right, nice. We've got an ancient fruit room and we've got a strawberry room. Pickles, I swear to God. She has declared that is her corner. And a path for Pickles. Yes, Pickles can indeed get out. I made sure Pickles can get out. And I look forward to when Pickles gets out so that I can put more kegs in there. Robin will be done with the house in another day or two. And then we'll have way more room. Okay, so after making the kegs, what do we need to make now? Some copper and some iron. I do what I want to add ginger. Yes, you're equating ginger and pickles together. You're lumping them in a group. All right, we can go turn in this prize ticket. His house should be open. Thank you, sign. If we weren't already aware, the Pelican Town is this way and the bus is that way. Yes, Ginger is actually being very well behaved today. She's just singing. She's just singing a song over there. Quote 22, so put it in. Say exclamation point, quote 22. There has to be a space. Oh, we've got a baseball cap. We're not going to use that. Technically, all food is poop. You just need to eat it. Shadowcrest. Yes, sorry. We haven't forgotten yet, Shadow. It's too soon. They'll forget, though. They will. They'll forget. This is the moment. This is the narrator moment, right? Little did they know that they would never actually forget. Do you want to sleep without passing out? No, look, I did it. It's me. I did that. I made that. I'm having fun with it. It's a good time. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to interact with people. I'm here to socialize. I'm here to hang out with you guys. And if that means that we're all having more fun, then that is I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. After I said I love you guys this morning. Shadow, we love you too. We do. We love you too. You're wonderful. You're awesome. And we're glad to have you around. It really is our pleasure. No more sleep. Once is enough. No more sleep. Once is enough. I think I should quote that, actually. Another quote coming down the pipeline. There we go. No more sleep. Once is enough. It's like a chant. It's like a football chant. We're just going to do a little bit of iron farming. We have plenty of copper. We have plenty of copper. We're going to do a little bit of iron farming, and then we're going to fish till we pass out, and then I'll take my lunch. It's getting a little bit late. So we'll run the clock down with the iron farming. Blessing to Nap doesn't work on its creator. That's true. Millie, I agree. It is catchy. But you know what? What does work on its creator is Moana. Right to sleep. Immediately. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Stick Moana in and go to sleep. Whoops. It is catchy. It is catchy. No more sleep. Once is enough. No more sleep. Once is enough. Fred agrees. Fred agrees. She was really getting into it. She's singing her song now. I don't really need that copper. Alright, so we're just going to rinse and repeat this a couple more times. We'll get till at least after midnight before I bother to fish until we pass out. Oh my gosh, I want the iron, guys. The iron. Let me eat this field snack that I don't need, that I found it. Let me eat this little energy bar that I found in a trash can in town that's already open. No worries, it's fine. It's just an open energy bar in a trash can. It can't hurt you. Oh, the doves are back outside the door again, pecking away. I do need to put some more sunflower seeds down. No one else was going to eat it. Yeah, they just threw it away. Right? We're just trying to make sure Linus knows he's not the only one. Alright. A little bit more, and then we'll go fish until we pass out, so that I can take my lunch. I'm finally finishing the the rice from last Sunday. I tend to make a little bit too much, I think. Today's the last of it, though. Little salmonella never hurt anyone. That is objectively a false statement. That is an objectively false statement. All right, let's fish until we pass out. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. I'm never going to complain about the algae and the seaweed. We still haven't got enough yet. That was actually what the algorithm said. He was thinking that the seaweed was going to be the bottleneck for this challenge. But we've been doing pretty good because we're on the beach farm. When we fish at home, we get lots of seaweed. Now, if only I could remember which quote that was. We have fishing at home. But yeah, when we fish at home, we get lots of seaweed, so it hasn't actually been a problem. Quote 4, home is where the bed is. That is a good one. That is a good one. That's Professor. That was one of the first quotes I wrote down that convinced me to start the quotes. Whoop, there we go. And it couldn't have come at a better time. We've got an ad break coming up in a couple minutes. Please do not eat anything that can give salmonella. That's a joke. Please do not do that. PSA from Millie. Quote 5, perception is the key to satisfaction. Self-perception is the key to self-satisfaction. And that wraps us nicely back around to the pinned comment. You are enough. Think about it. Let it sink in. Let it marinate. Let it digest. You are enough. Would not recommend 0 out of 10. Negative 10 out of 10. Negative 1,000 out of 10. Do not recommend. All right, guys, let's look. We've got 4 minutes. We're good to go. We're going to look for who to go to. I'm going to send you off to someone cozy. I will be back at 12 after I eat. Let's see. We've got, Cozy Purple Pagan. It's only been on for 25 minutes. We're going to go to Cozy Purple Pagan, guys. Good night, Ashy. Good night. Okay, I'm going to put the raid messages in here. Okay, the first one's for followers, the second one's for subscribers. And let me bring back up Cozy Purple Pagan. She is wonderful. She's wonderful. I don't know what else to say about her. She's wonderful. She's very inclusive, and she's just very cozy. She's playing Palia, which is very cozy. So we're going to head on over to her. I'm going to take my lunch, and I'll be back on at 12. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you. Have a great day. And I love you, folks.